What's good, guys? I'm John the Chief, and for today's video it's gonna be our hardcore Nightfall co-op run. We got number 1 in the world on Xbox One. It was a 747, I think, that we got. This time the relic runner is Volatile Epic Volt. The support runners are me and This Is It, or Brandon. We're doing the same strategy that we did for regular Nightfall, but we're only using 3 players because we only had 3 players on at the time of doing this. And yeah, we wanted to get these runs done as fast as possible, so we would take this and Hardcore Point were the only ones we bothered to do with less than 4 players. All the other runs, all these runs could be improved if we have 4 players. We greatly like having 4 players better because it's a lot easier to have everybody doing everything when there's 4 players on the field. That's our way of doing it. So, same Hive order as we did for regular. We're doing the locker one first because if you do the locker one first, the support runners can get their locker weapons, which makes life a whole lot easier when we have good weapons to actually use. And this game, I think we get the 10 breeder egg challenge. We didn't bother restarting because we didn't really care. We just wanted to see if 3 players would work, and it ended up working. This was our first try, I think, doing it on a 3-player run. We didn't try it on 4-player. We just went in for 3-player and we got it. So we were like, we'll take that. No need to improve. Because we have quite a big lead on the 2nd place guy. So, anyways, using armor-piercing ammo, I believe, again, like usual. Armor-piercing ammo is my favorite to use for score runs. Not gonna go into an argument over which ammo is better, because, again, it is all situational. I see a lot of arguments over that, which ammo is better. I prefer armor-piercing over everything. But it's just a preference. So, Hardcore Nightfall, there are not that many differences between Hardcore Nightfall and regular Nightfall, but there are actually differences. That's one thing, is because if you don't know, like, there hardly is any differences between regular Exodus and Hardcore Exodus. Not too many between Hardcore Mayday and regular Mayday. The big differences that you'll be seeing are between Hardcore Point and regular Point. And I think the first or second obelisk, or actually the whole first area of Awakening, is a lot harder on Hardcore. If you ever tried Hardcore Awakening on co-op, it can be hell sometimes. You get so many gargoyles, you get like a million scouts. Like, it's crazy the amount of enemies that you get on Hardcore Awakening. It's just ridiculous sometimes. But you'll see that when I actually post the Hardcore Awakening video. So, for this Hardcore Nightfall, same strategy as always. This time I'm going to be a Weapon Specialist Medic. The reason why I'm not Weapon Specialist Tank is because Brandon does not have double class. If he had double class, we would have him as Weapon Specialist Medic while I'm Weapon Specialist Tank. But if you have double class, you want someone to be a Weapon Specialist Medic because that gives healing to everybody, so it makes it a little bit easier to survive on everybody, which actually helps out a lot. Because remember, if a teammate goes down during the run, during a Hive, the relic runner is going to lose a little bit of score. But you can try to cancel it out by throwing out a ton more drops. If you throw out enough drops, I don't know what the exact number is, I think it's either 10 or 5 extra drops, it cancels out the down and you can still get a perfect score. But I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. These are just things that I've noticed, but I haven't really bothered testing because I don't like asking for teammates to go down on me for a challenge like that. Alright, but let's just continue on with the video. Same strategies as always. I'm going to be playing on grenade turret. I have random supplies. I'm going to be going probably +3 into grenade turret. Then I'll be going to go +3 into my class, +2 into random supplies, and I think then I try to finish up class, but I'm not totally sure on that. The big thing is that I go for grenade turret first because I have teammates that are able to do armor. I believe that we have Brandon doing armor, but I'm not totally sure. If you do a 3-player run, I recommend changing it next time so that way you actually have the Relic Runner running armor for a 3-player run, because they're gonna be spamming their ferals, and I think for 3 players, I think you would much rather have armor than ferals constantly. Plus, if the Relic Runner has its own ferals, you can make that should mean that personal skill will never be dropping. Like, that personal skill will be next to perfect no matter what. Because if the Relic Runner always has armor, that personal skill should always be perfect. That, or next to perfect, like up to a point like where it won't even matter if you lose a score. Like, it's just no scores being lost because of that. You don't need to worry at all. Because if you guys don't know, I made a couple of videos on personal skill. Personal skill, the big thing is the health that drops. So when you get hit with armor, hardly any of your health is dropping. It still drops a little bit, but hardly any of it drops. So you don't need to worry about getting hit that much as long as you have armor on. You always want to have armor on.
Special ammo ready.
Now I'm confused. Why did I not? Oh, it's the end of the drill. I was about to say, why didn't I drop down another grenade turret for him to use? I think I'll just cover him for the rest of the drill because there's not much time left, and I want to make sure that he is always using a fresh grenade turret at the beginning of the Hive. Drill protection slacks a little bit towards the 3rd area, I think. Eventually I do get a shotgun, the MTS, and I can guard the drill. I don't use a bulldog during this game. I just stick with the MTS the whole game, and the MTS, I used to use that a lot. I used to prefer that over the bulldog. Now with extended mags, I prefer the bulldog a lot more because you compare, when it's 6 to 5 shots, it didn't really matter that much. Like, it was barely any bullet difference, but 7 to 9, that 2 extra shots actually makes more of a difference than 1 shot. Like, within 9 bullets, you can take out a Rhino usually. 7 bullets might not be enough. So that's why I prefer the bulldog usually now. Also, MTS is just, I don't know. I used to always like the MTS, but I hardly ever use it anymore. I used to be in love with that gun. Me and my friend used to argue over which gun was better for some stupid reason. We used to argue over the MTS and the bulldog, and it was just a really weird arguments that we used to go over to. I'm not going to go into details. It was more jokingly, though. It was more jokingly that way that we did it. But, yeah, so that's basically it for the strategy. We're gonna be, oh, I forgot to go over differences between hardcore and regular for this map. Differences is that you're gonna get more spawns for hardcore. You're gonna get a lot more seekers. You end up getting seekers in the 3rd area, so you can get seeker challenges in the 3rd area. That's a big thing, but seekers you don't need to usually worry about that much because, well, they're easy to kill and they don't take too much off of personal skill if you have armor on, so they're not much of a worry. They're easy to kill. It takes like 2 bullets to kill them. They go down in a quick few shots and then boom, they're dead. So yeah, you don't need to worry at all about seekers usually, but they do pop in 3rd area, so that is something to note. Also, the biggest thing is the 2nd last Hive usually. I think they patched it, but before, you used to get an insane amount of Rhinos and Phantoms on that Hive. It used to be either or, so like, you could either get a total of 7 Rhinos during 1 Hive, or you could get like a total of 12 Phantoms. Like, they gave you a ridiculous amount. And I'm pretty sure it was depending on how fast you kill them, because they give you more the faster you kill them. Kind of like in the 2nd barrier Hive with point of contact, you can get infinite Rhinos. You just need to kill them on spot. I'm pretty sure it has the same mechanics. Like, they'll give you as much as you can kill, basically. They won't flood the map with it. You're gonna have to actually kill them. So, if you get this challenge and you're actually going for #1 spot, I recommend restarting. It's really early in the game, and this takes off a chunk of your score. If you're going for #1 spot, you would want to restart if you get this challenge. This challenge takes off a shit ton of your breather score because it takes that much longer to kill the breather. Breather score for this is dependent upon teamwork, personal skill, challenge completion, and actually how fast you kill the breeder. That's what the flat out breeder score is. So if you're not killing it fast enough, you're not going to be able to get a high score. And you're actually forced to not kill it fast because of the challenge. That's what really hurts you. And especially if you're doing 4-player, instead of 10 eggs, it's going to be 15 eggs, and that means your breeder score for the eggs is dropping an insane amount. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, it's gonna be messy if you do that. So restart if you get this challenge. It can get really hectic and can get really bad for the relic runner. You can lose a lot of score for that. Just you don't want to get into that. You don't want to continue the game. There's no point. So, as you can see right here, I'm spec'd 1 point into my class, 4 skill points into my Grenator, so my Grenator is at +3. The Grenator has 30 rounds in it, so it is very useful for the Relic Runner to always be on it. Like always, I am the Grenator thrower. I'm constantly giving the Grenator to my Relic Runner. If you have a trophy system, I recommend planting it right next to the Relic Runner. That way the red gas will never hurt him, because right there, the red gas is almost able to hurt him. He said he was safe, so I was a little bit scared, because from my point of view, you can see that it looks like he's right in the middle of it. He looks like he's dead center in that red gas, so it looks like he's getting fucked. But fortunately, he's not. Fortunately, he's still safe. And, yeah, we're losing a ton of score right here because of this. Because of the actual breeder just giving us this challenge. I believe cap score for this area should be... Wait, hold on, I need to do the math. It's like 4,375. That's like cap for breeder score here. So you can tell how much score we're about to lose. Like it's an insane amount of score, and then you can tell that's raw score. Then you gotta take that score and multiply it by 2.8, and that's score lost just because we killed it slowly. Like you don't want to get into that. That's a lot of score that you're losing. It's so easily avoidable by just restarting. That's the thing. So you want to make sure if you get that challenge, you restart right away. There's no point in continuing. Absolutely 0 point in continuing the game. And yeah, so we're doing this one again because we found more locker keys. I threw a flare because I got scared of that challenge. We weren't fully ready for this challenge, so I threw a flare to make it easier on ourselves. But we're doing this hive first because what we want is our locker weapons. We found more locker keys, so we can get more locker weapons, and I end up getting lucky and getting an MTS out of it. So that really does help out in the long run for me, because a shotgun guarding the drill is really useful. Is 3-player. I would use an MR28 if I found an ARC, but I did not find an ARC, so I decided to just stick with my MTS, save my money. Also, because I was worried about gun challenges a little bit, you can still get gun challenges. It's not super likely though, but you can still get gun challenges. Grenade turret placement for this hive is a little bit weird. Whenever I do this on solo, if I'm using a grenade turret strategy, I do feel a little bit scared having my back like that. I feel like I'm too much in the open, because there are places where the scorpions can get up top where they can still hit you, so it gets a little bit hectic like that. And it's just really weird hitting, because on Nightfall, this is the main map where scorpions, they can get this really high point advantage on you, just like Awakening. And a lot of the time you won't even notice that they're up there because they're on top of these buildings. And all you can usually see is their tail unless you have ferals. and it's not pretty, because all it takes is one shot and then boom, you are useless. The relic runner can't do anything, as if there's gas on that grenade turret, he's out of there. No one can help guard the drill. It's only the support runners that are guarding the drill for him. And yeah, so same strategies as always. Again, I forgot to mention the relic runner's not only doing barrels, but he's the main ammo thrower, because that helps out with teamwork a lot. But if you're doing an armor ammo situation, what you should have done is you should go like +2 in the armor, and then go 1 point in ammo, and then switch between armor and ammo till armor's done, and then finish off ammo. Because if you are running armor and ammo, like the way they increase for all the skill points, it's not necessarily needed that you need them maxed out right away in order to actually get a good use out of them. Sometimes, like, I could do with just +2 armor a lot of the time, so I just don't feel like you actually need it at +4 right away. But ammo does get really expensive, so you want to put a few points in the skill point, a few skill points in the ammo. If you're the relic runner. But the MTS is amazing for guarding the drill early on. Since you can't buy a bulldog till later in the game, that is one thing I do not like about Nightfall, is that it takes a while for me to get my precious bulldog. Because if you don't know, like, if you haven't seen all the other runs, I have used a bulldog every single regular game, and I would just sit back and guard the drill with it, and that was my main job. I plant grenade turret for my teammates, drop some money, throw random supplies, and then I'll be staring at the drill all day. And it worked. That's what worked, so I recommend doing that for guarding your own drill. Just have a guy with a bulldog just standing there. You kill really fast with it, so. I had never seen a rhino spawn from there. That is one weird thing. I just noticed that. I have never seen it. They always spawn like somewhere more out into the open, but not. Isn't there like concrete? Aren't you on top of a helipad? Is that where you are right now on this map? Like, aren't we on metal? How's he crawling straight out of metal? I have never understood. I could understand they crawling out of dirt and stuff, or if they came out of a metal crate. But this guy, he just flat out dug straight out of metal. Damn, dude, he gotta be strong if he can dig straight through metal. Right? Isn't that what he did? Isn't that what that rhino did? Cause I'm standing on metal during this, like this area that we're in. This is like part of a building. He just crawled straight through that. Damn. I don't understand the logic. Oh well. I think we got the same exact Hive for our actual score run though on Nightfall, because I remember placing it there. But so that's a good spot, because the main thing is that you can hit that right side where you are. So you want to be able to hit the right side mainly. That's a big thing, because they do spawn heavily out of there. If you can spawn trap them there, it gets your damage up really fast and really easily, and you can get perfect teamwork that way. Big thing though is about hardcore Nightfall and hardcore point is that you don't get too much time between actual hives. What ends up happening is that you need to I messed up during this challenge. I should put out a sentry gun, so if the drill drops a lot, that's mostly my doing. Wait, is that my sentry gun up there? Never mind. Okay, I couldn't drop a sentry gun. I was really tempted to use my weapon specialist. I'm pretty sure about that. But yeah, if you get one of those challenges, you want to put down the sentry gun and you want to put down the grenade turret wherever you are, because honestly, you're probably going to make back a lot of your money during the challenge. And you don't want to be stuck at 6,000 when you could have had something out that could have helped guard the drill or helped the relic runner get more score. So whenever you see that challenge pop up within those 5 seconds, that means splurge all your money. Just completely waste it all. You don't need it. I'm trying to think whether I have enough. Do I have faster reload yet? No. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. I was waiting for myself to reload. It's weird watching your gameplay back again. It's just awkward. But it's actually kind of cool seeing everything also. Like, it's weird, awkward, and cool because, like, I get to see exactly what I did in order to help make the run possible. I don't know. It's a weird feeling. But whatever.
Supplies over here. Boosters deployed. I'm out. Reloading. Hunters on the move.
And that is it for that hive. And now we're gonna be on to the final hive. We got a very easy challenge. You do get a couple random spawns, but it's nothing that you can't handle, so it's pretty easy. So now I can finally start speccing into my random supplies. First though, of course, I get a trophy system, which actually helps out a lot. Because if you guys don't recall from our regular games on Point of Contact and Nightfall, we had a shit ton of trophy systems and flares that came out of these random supplies. So you guys see it firsthand, dude. These random supplies, they're good. They're actually amazing. Not that many people run them for normal games, because the thing about them, there's only one bad side to it, really, is that they're inconsistent. Because it's pure RNG. It's random entirely. There's no way to 100% control it. It's not like armor. When you throw out armor, you know that you're not going to accidentally get like hand boosters instead. No, you know you're getting armor. Random supplies are completely random. You don't know what you're going to get. So that is the only real bad side to actually running random supplies for a casual game of Extinction. But for score runs, you kind of have to depend on the luck, because you want the special stuff that can give you that the other drops can't. But it is really bad for casual games. I just forgot the main reason why I don't run them on casual games is because they can give you bouncing betties. And if you guys don't know, bouncing betties hurt your drill. You get with randoms, it's hard to protect the drill sometimes. The drill can go down really fast in the blink of an eye with randoms, and I don't know, randoms can be kind of annoying. Public matches can be kind of frustrating. Also, there is a lot of bullshit on this map. You can see right there a scorpion just pissed on my friend, and he was on the other side of that wall. Like, they're gonna keep going at it. You can see those scorpions just keep going at it, trying to shoot him while he's inside the wall, which is complete horseshit. This happens most often in Exodus, though. If you ever seen Exodus, especially in the 2-story building or police station or whatever you bother calling it, office, God knows that's the only one where people don't even have a good name for. It actually can be kind of frustrating because it's a very common thing when you're doing the top generator. Scorpions will shoot you through the ceiling. Like, they will be right underneath you, they shoot upwards, boom, for some reason it can go through the floor. So yeah, there's a lot of bullshit that comes with Scorpions, in my opinion. Don't like it at all. Very inconsistent with them. So right now his score is doing fine. I can't remember what score cap right now is for him, what it should be. But he's in the 360s, so I don't think that's that bad of a score. I think. I hope not. I need to think about it for a second. And yeah, so not much. You can see by the challenge, kill 8 Seekers before they self-destruct. The challenges actually change for Hardcore Nightfall. You can actually get these challenges with Seekers, because normally on regular Nightfall, what happens is that the way the spawns work is that Seekers can only come out of meteors. But with this map, you actually can get them to crawl out of the vents and stuff, or the regular spawn points, and they spawn like regular enemies. They don't spawn, have to spawn out of meteors anymore, because that's the main reason why you couldn't get them before in the third area, is because it's not outdoors, it's inside, so you can't get a meteor to actually spawn inside this building. Normally, though, this challenge will be really easy with traps. They often spawn up top, so you keep both electric traps constantly on, and it will be a lot easier. So for this, we're gonna keep the traps on constantly. We try to keep the relic runner to turn on, which is Volt. He tries to turn it on at the very beginning of every single hive, so that is already a chunk of damage that he gets that will help add to his teamwork. And now you can see where the Seekers actually just popped out. They just popped out of that normal spawn point where you normally get most of your enemies. Now you can see right there, they spawn out that spawn point. You can see that they spawn like normal enemies now. But that's only for Hardcore Nightfall. You don't get that on regular Nightfall. So I thought that was kind of interesting how they added that. Remember when Hardcore originally came out, the only 2 maps they had was Nightfall and Point of Contact. So what ended up happening was that they tried to make it actually different. Now with Hardcore Exodus, they have no differences at all. The only thing that's different is that you get skill points and there's friendly fire. Like there's absolutely nothing different between Hardcore Exodus and regular Exodus. Which is kind of disappointing because I missed the challenge. All the more spawns, basically the more spawns, more intense in the beginning area, because the beginning for every map is really slow. It can be extremely slow paced, and that is kind of frustrating. So, yeah. Okay. And the drill did drop quite a bit, but oh well, this is bound to happen. It kind of was like one of our first takes on it, really going for this hardcore record. So, yeah, it didn't take much to get it though. It was pretty easy. Again, we're just spamming random supplies. He did get gassed on a lot, so his score wasn't that good for that hive. That was probably one of the worst hives out of it. But oh well. I mean, like, not much we can do. So up to the next hive. Next hive, we got the challenge: kill 5 aliens by having every player cause damage. This one was a little bit weird, but we had a flare, so we weren't too worried. You get a ton of scorpions though. You see, we just started the hive and there are all these scorpions. Look at that. It's crazy. The amount of enemies you get on. This is why I actually love Hardcore Solo a lot. It's a lot of fun to play because there's so many spawns. It's nice. like, I like heavy spawns. I wish they had the heavy spawns of hardcore with the skill points from regular, because the only thing I truly like about the hardcore is the spawns. I would love to have more skill points in it. That was my main thing. Like, I don't know. I also think they should have like a more difficult, like, they should have another difficulty. And one of the things that should be in it is it should take off all the armory upgrades. Wouldn't that be interesting? Like, that way, it's because a lot of these score runs, they wouldn't have nearly been as easy as we had it if we didn't have all the upgrades. All of us have Master Scavenger. Most of us have double class. Most of us have class frequency boost. Like, most of us have all the armory upgrades. So, compared to a team of people who don't have all of them, we do have a huge advantage over them, mainly because of that double class and stuff. Like, the advantage that we have over everybody is insane. I think there should be a third difficulty, much harder than hardcore, and it should take off all your armory upgrades. Like, make it a struggle to even beat it. That's the thing. If you guys don't remember, hardcore Nightfall on solo, 3 people in total beat it before they made it easy. Like, that's how ridiculously hard it was. They actually made it a challenge for people. There were no armory upgrades. The way it worked was that hardcore Nightfall, you earned half cash in solo. Do you know how frustrating it is earning half cash in the solo game? Like, it wasn't easy at all. It was extremely hard. So I don't know what to do. Like this, it seems like armory upgrades made everything a little bit too easy. I really need to start doing my level 1 loadout challenges again, but I don't know how much Extinction I'll be playing once Borderlands the pre-sequel comes out, because I'm actually really excited for Borderlands the pre-sequel. I have already my skill trees set planned out for what they're gonna be as soon as it comes out. I already have like an idea for what to do, what character to use. I'll probably be using Claptrap because he seems like the funniest character. Because, you know, it's Claptrap. Come on. He's a giant troll. I love Claptrap. So, yeah. I don't know how much Extinction I'll be playing once that comes out, though. That's the sad part. Anyways, back to the topic. Like, they need another difficulty. I want a difficulty hard enough where it's actually a struggle for people to beat, which I think that'll be interesting. Like, make it a challenge. Like, actually push the limits on what we can do. Like, make the challenges actually designed to be extremely frustrating, next to impossible for us to complete. Like, that, like, they should be tough. We should have a real challenge. Because I remember hardcore Nightfall solo, I could not beat it. That was incredibly hard for me. Like, I only got to the, I forget what Hive I got to. But, like, it was hard. It was insanely difficult. Why am I staying here? Okay. Never mind, I remember right now. They changed the way Venom X works, which I didn't like that. Because now you have to, like, you should pick up ammo at certain points, because now it just adds 2 to your mag and then 2 to your reserve instead of just adding 4 to your reserve like it used to. I liked it back when it added 4 to your reserve instead of just splitting it like the way it does now. Because now you lose ammo most of the time when you pick it up unless you know when to pick it up, which is a little bit frustrating. The challenge we have for this Hive is no biggie. The electric trap actually can help out with this challenge. It matters who sets it though, because the way it works is that it won't work if they kills them the second they land. The only way it counts is if they start leaping off, like that hunter. You saw how it was in that leaping formation off that platform. If it's in the middle of the leap and it dies, it will usually trigger the challenge to actually count as one of the kills, which is actually really useful. So that trap does work for that challenge. Yeah, it does. Traps do help out with these challenges. We try to keep most of the traps on during this actual third area. These electric traps, they are a must-have. If you're playing Nightfall, you always need these traps on.
Hostile neutralized. Supplies over here. Creature neutralized.
And yeah, not much to it. This hive is a very good hive that we're doing. We're able to guard really well. It is in a very easy spot to guard usually.
Supplies over here.
Very, very easy.
Grenade turret.
And there we go. That's perfect drill protection. If you notice, my teamwork is almost never perfect, and the main reason for that is because I'm not killing much, which actually I'm letting my teammates do most of the kills. Mainly the relic runner do most of the kills because I want him to get max teamwork. That is one of the main reasons why I stand the way I stand guarding the drill. I'm not killing more than I have to. I'm just killing whatever gets close to the drill. If they attack me, I don't care. If they attack my teammates, I don't care. The only person I care if they attack is the drill and the relic runner. That's all I care about. And also phantoms. I don't like phantoms and rhinos. Those two are, they're bad. They can down the relic runner way too fast. So
Creature down.
I think this drill we also get perfect drill protection on. So I think so. And count the number of phantoms. So that was the second phantom. I don't know if we killed it or not. I think the trap killed it. But you get a lot of spawns on this hive. When you do this hive, it's like, holy crap, that's a lot of enemies that you get.
Supplies over here.
Alright, so that's 2 phantoms I killed. Let's see how many we get. Usually, because they used to have it so you can get like over 10 phantoms on this hive. Like, they used to give you a crazy amount of enemies.
Supplies over here. Boosters deployed.
But I don't know, they have changed hardcore Nightfall to make it easier, I think. Alright, I see phantoms over there. But this hive is used to be like really troublesome. So that's 3 phantoms that we have for sure. Where's the rest? Oh well, probably the traps are killing them. Wait, no, I have the traps on. Do I? No, wait, that's a sentry gun that I have out. Okay. I have no idea then. I don't know where they are. I'm just guarding the drill, so I wouldn't know. Oh, there's the 4th phantom. And this hive is going to be over pretty soon. I see a 5th phantom, so we know there's at least 5 phantoms that we got. That's not an insane amount. There used to be an insane amount that you used to get. We used to be like yelling out call-outs where 5 phantoms, 6 phantoms, 7 phantoms. We used to actually count out with how many because we were curious because we used to get a lot back before Mayday came out. Mayday is when they changed it. When Mayday came out, they did an update to make everything easier. And that was it for the second last hive. Last time we got an easy challenge, spent 15,000. The only part that was tricky is that we had to maintain drill guarders. Since I'm the only person dropping down grenade turrets, it was kind of annoying because I needed to make sure that Brandon would be at the drill whenever I Volt needed a grenade turret. So this part required a lot of communication. You could also place the Relic Runner. It is a dangerous spot, but you could actually place him almost right on the drill, basically, to help guard it. Because the grenade turret, you do have a good vantage point from there. All you have to do is cover his backside, basically, or the right side, and the drill should be pretty safe because of that. And if he's right there on it, nothing can touch it. I mean, that grenade turret's really powerful, so. But we're using the same spot as we did last time. Oh, I forgot to place down my trophy next time. Oh, wait, I have to activate the traps. Yeah. So, I believe the skill points was I maxed out class, I maxed +3 grenade turret, +2 random supplies. So that is a total of 13 skill points, and then my 14th went into my sentry gun. I believe the next one will go into my sentry gun as well. And that is it for the challenge. You do get a ton of rhinos on this last time, so watch out for that. Yeah, damn, I went down out. Huh. Oh, I got clobbered by a bunch of things at once, okay. So this part got a little bit risky. I didn't even see that I went down so fast, damn. What a noob move. I'm sorry guys, I don't like going down. Oh shit, okay. I think I was about to go down again. Damn. Maybe I was getting cocky. Who knows, who knows, who knows what happened.
Supplies over here.
And that is it. Teamwork could have been slightly improved. But other than that, it was a pretty good Hive. And now we're close to 700k, and we're going to get the final bit off of this breather.
It's about to fire.
See, this is why I like running tank while guarding the drill. I don't need to worry. I wouldn't have went down. Oh well. Oh well. So we start off the breeder fight the same way we always do. We rush in to hurt the breeder as fast as we can. And then we just plant the grenade turrets in the back. During the halftime, the Relic Runner will get all the kills that he needs. And we're just going to constantly give him drops so that way he can maximize his teamwork part of this breather. I'm pretty sure teamwork is part of it, but I'm not 100% sure. This is what we found out to work though. When we spam drops, we let him treat it as if it was a hive, basically. Treat it as if it was the first breeder fight. So that's our way of viewing it. And we're almost at the end here. Not much else. Scorpion's gonna come down. We're gonna try and kill it right away, I think. Or you could also wait and try and let the Relic Runner build up a bit more damage. It's not necessarily needed. It's hard to find the right balance between killing the breather fast and not letting your teammate get some of the damage in, and taking a while to kill the breather, losing that breather score for actually killing it fast. So yeah, there's many ways to actually approach this, but you gotta find out what works right for you to get the most score possible. I recommend practicing a little bit.
It's firing.
And my stomach's... Why the hell is my stomach growling? Oh well. And we're almost done. We're gonna, I think we're gonna kill this breather relatively fast. No, we waited. We waited. I think we waited for it to heal a little bit before we killed it.
Supplies over here.
And the barrier's dead. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something new about score runs, and hope you guys can improve your score runs because of this video. And have a great day, guys.